G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. I hope you're getting some degree of peace and calm in this very tumultuous world we're in at the moment. As this particular video goes to air, we're just past the big event of Thanksgiving in the US, and it's Black Friday, the big sale day where we always see those freaky videos of people trampling one another. And I'm just thinking of it not just in the trampling, but the super spreader event of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I'm really not feeling good about what that bodes for the coming month or so, but I'm trying to maintain a positive outlook. Maybe steps will be taken to bring things under control. I don't know, it's way out of my control. What is in my control is I can share a cocktail idea with you, and this one's literally an idea. I thought, Black Friday, that sounds like a theme. Let's see what I can do. And if you search that online, Black Friday cocktails, you get a lot. And most of them are quite dark, if not actually black. Some people put like activated charcoal in the drink, which makes it jet black, and others just use very dark components. And the one that sprang to mind for me is you get very dark rum, sometimes black rums that they're usually artificially coloured to be that dark. And I thought, yeah, I can come up with a dark rum-based drink. I can do that. And I thought, I'll put a bunch of other dark components in it, and that should make a very close to black cocktail, and hopefully it'll taste good, and we'll have ourselves a Black Friday cocktail. So here we go. First up, I'm going to muddle some fresh blueberries, just because I have some, and I'm going to be very imprecise and put like a handful, a handful, a dozen or so, just because that's how many I have. So I'm going to start with the blueberries in my mixing glass, and I'm going to muddle them. We want them to break up a bit, get the juice coming out for some flavour, and a little bit of colour happening in there as well. They're well and truly mushed up now. Next up, some dark rum. This is an Australian rum from Bundaberg. They call it their black rum, even though it's actually just a dark amber. They call it their boldest dark rum, aged in American oak, a 12-year-old rum. Now, Bundaberg rum in Australia has the reputation of being a bit of a bogan's drink and being a poorer quality rum. It's actually one of the oldest rum distilleries still running in the world. I think one of the longest continuous running rum distilleries in the world. But besides their bog standard underproof rums, they do some specialty ones that are quite good and quite well regarded. And this is one of their better ones. So I'm going to go 2 ounces of dark rum. Next, keeping up with the colour motif of black, I'm going to put Cassis Liqueur in. This is dry cassis made locally by a distillery called Marionette, made with Tasmanian blackcurrants. It's not too sweet, so I'm going to put a full ounce in. If it was a sweeter blackcurrant, I'd maybe only put half an ounce in, but because this is a dry cassis, I'm going to put 1 ounce of our blackcurrant liqueur in. I'm going to put just a little sugar syrup in here. This is actually an oleosaccharum that's got citrus oils in it. I steeped some citrus peel, lemon, lime, and grapefruit in sugar, which turned into a syrup, added the water to make it into a sugar syrup. But it's got a nice citrus zing as well as the sugar flavour. But I'm just going to put 1/4 of an ounce, about 15 mils of sugar syrup in. The final touch, for now, because I might want to modify this because I didn't taste test this ahead of time. Final touch for now is going to be some lemon juice. I'm going to put 1 ounce of lemon juice in, and I feel like this is going to balance, but after I taste test it, I might want to adjust, and I've got a bit of a backup plan for flavours if I'm not happy with how it turns out, but I think it's going to be pretty good. Let's see. We add ice to our glass, bang it together and give it a good solid shake for about 10 seconds. Now I'm going to strain this into a chilled coupe. I was going to fine strain it because I did mash up those blueberries earlier, but I think if any little bits of blueberry get in, that will actually add to the character of the drink. So I'm just going to use my hawthorn strainer to strain out the bigger elements of it. And let's see how we go. A bit more in there. I think I'll do a simple garnish. I'm going to spear a few of my blueberries. And just, oh, that went right in. That's okay, I'm fine. I'm just going to try and be elegant and have it. There we go. Never trust bartenders who would do this to your drink. Anyway, so I think it's a very deep purple as opposed to black, but just visually, I'm quite happy with how it's come out as a Black Friday cocktail. Now for the all-important taste test. Okay, that is pretty good. The rum has really nice sweet notes, very sort of aged molasses flavors as you'd expect from an aged rum. It's got quite a lot of character, but there's some nice tartness from the blueberries, and it certainly isn't overly sweet. I'm going to do one little experiment because I was tempted to put some falernum in here as well, and I'm going to add just a 1/4 ounce of velvet falernum and see what that does. So just a 1/4 ounce of the falernum. I'm not going to reshake it. I might be gross and stick my fingers in again and use my garnish to stir it a little. Falernum, aka Barbados in a bottle. It's like a rum liqueur made by macerating lime and spices in rum. Very aromatic, so I'm going to see how big a difference that makes. I think that improved it. I was worried that was going too much, which is why I didn't put it in at first. But it really changed it. Even on the nose, the aromatics of just a 1/4 ounce of falernum are noticeable. It's quite nice. Now I'm going to call this one a success, definitely. Two things I was worried about: that it would be too sweet, and it isn't. It's actually got a nice tart edge from the lemon juice, and I think the blueberries were not so much sweet as also helping with the tart. And I was worried putting that little bit of velvet falernum in would be too much and overkill, and it's actually improved it. So it's definitely an official part of my recipe for a Black Friday cocktail, which I have just invented. I definitely, you should try it. Even if you don't follow my recipe, I think it's really important to not be an absolute slave to a recipe on a page or on a web page or whatever. Just definitely when people know what they're talking about, it's worth following, but never be afraid to tweak. Once you get used to saying, well, you know, you can put rum with something sweet and a citrus and that works. So just change up what's actually going in there. Like a blueberry and blackberry and blackcurrant is not traditionally something that goes with rum, but I took a punt that it would work, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So whatever you're doing, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're looking after yourself. And yeah, if life's getting you down, it's always worth experimenting and trying something new. For me, it's this Black Friday cocktail. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again soon. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you did subscribe and hit the little bell. Tell your friends they should join in. That would be awesome. I do hope to see you again soon. But yes, as I say, in the meantime, definitely look after yourself. Try and stay well. I'm going to finish off my Black Friday here. And I think this is the most dramatic thing I'm going to do on Black Friday. I'm not going out to any of those sales. I'm going to stay safely at home with my drink. And to you, I say cheers.